Welcome to Simon Longbeard's pirate training. We'll go through a 20-minute workout today, taking you through the ropes of the stuff you'll be likely to see on the sea as a pirate crewmate. You might be wondering, why am I a floating head and I'm talking down there, but you don't hear me? Well, let's just say the sea be rough, and oftentimes the wind makes things a little complicated, and microphones and such don't really work how you expect. Anyway, let's get on with it. We'll start with a simple call to the crew. So, take some deep breaths, roll your arms around, and shout, "Ahoy, mateys!" Alright, I want to hear you shouting real loud. "Ahoy, mateys! All aboard!" Gotta be gathering the crew, because they'll probably be drunk and asleep and all that, so you gotta shout really loud. "Ahoy!" and get that chest stretching, those shoulders warmed up a little. Let's try a couple more times shouting, "Ahoy, mateys!" Don't forget to breathe, and ahoy! Ahoy! Yeah, just hopefully your breath doesn't smell too bad, but that's part of it as well. All right, let's do one or two more. Just the crew is pretty slow. Ahoy! All aboard! Try not to scare off some of the crew. It can be their first thing. Okay, so now we're gonna start untying the ship. So we're gonna bend down and pull the ropes. There's a lot of ropes. We don't want the ship sailing away, so yeah, untie those knots. Lots of knots. Looping in and unlooping. More loops. Lots of loops. Bend down in all kind of directions. I myself don't really like the knots, but it's a necessary evil of being on the sea, you know, with the wind and the other stuff. So yeah, keep doing some more of this. Untie the knots to the right and to the left and in front of you, and try to yeah, untie the ones up high as well, and alternate the feet, and try to keep your shoes on while you do it. That's important. Okay, now we're untied. Now we gotta hoist the sails up. So pull down the ropes. Yeah, pull them there. It's pretty windy, as you can see, so it's tough work hoisting those sails. That's how we get going, though. So it's pretty much the most important job you're gonna have for most of it. So keep pulling all the sails. And yeah, keep pulling. Pull down. Keep pulling down. And yeah, pull there. Pull. Yeah. Oh, okay. Pull down. Oh, yeah. Let's do another pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pulls. More pulls. We still got 20 seconds of pulling, so keep on pulling. Pull the boots up as well. Might as well while you're in the pulling motion. Pull. Pull it down. Yeah, pull it down. Yeah, pull more. Okay, we've almost got all the sails up. So we'll be sailing on now. Next, this is a job that all the rookies got to do, is climb up the mast and see what's going on up there. So this one's kind of tricky. Squat down and jump. Pull on the mast. Yeah, it's a pretty tall one, so it's going to take you probably 45 seconds to climb it or so. Keep on going up. Pull it. Yep. Jump. It's pretty tall. We gotta make them tall so we can see far, you know. So jump up. Yeah. Watch out for the wind. Looks like we're about halfway now. All right, you keep going, jumping up and jump. Okay, this is tiring work, but we're about halfway there. Keep jumping. And in real life, if you let go, then you're probably gonna fall off, but that's not recommended. All right, almost there, getting close. It's pretty high up here. Wouldn't recommend looking down unless you got to pull up your boot like that. Oh shit! Whoa! Storm! Whoa! All right, this happens a lot on the sea, so you got to be able to hold your ground when the boat is shaking, which wind is blowing. It comes out of nowhere. Sea waves and kraken and monsters. So jump side to side and back and forth. Keep your balance. Gotta be limber. Keep the knees fluid and jumping side to side. Whoa. Yeah, this is hard work. Alright. This is what I'm training's for. If you can't do this, then you're not worth the salt on the sea. So it's a pretty common occurrence. It's not glamorous, but this is some of the most exciting stories we got. Okay, yeah, it's still pretty wet. Let's keep on running around, jumping around, keep the balance. Usually these storms blow over without too many casualties, so just hope you're not one of them. And yeah, okay. Oh, whoa, yeah, okay. Looks like the storm is blowing over. We're almost there, and okay, we're out on the other side. Because they are often the first thing to come off. You're probably noticing a trend that these come off often. Well, such is the life of a pirate. Alright, so, speaking about booties and legs and such, another common thing you'll have to deal with is having a peg leg. So let's practice walking with the peg leg. So let's start with the left peg leg. So want to strengthen up the other one to support it, because the peg leg's pretty useless. You'll want to see if you can get it in all kind of directions. It's useful for plugging holes as well sometimes when the ship's leaking. So bend over, get that stretch down, kick it up every now and then just to check that the hip's still working. Yep, another kick. Especially hard in the wind, it becomes a bit of a mini sail. So keep stretching it. Okay, and rotating around is also a nice maneuver when you're above decks or even below. So you never know which leg you're gonna lose. Pretty likely you'll lose at least one of them, but let's swap to the right leg now. So same kind of motion with the right leg. Flip it up like a sail, bend over, kick it up, bend over. We're gonna alternate here. By the way, I recommend wearing pants usually. Usually I do. It was supposed to be a sunny day, but the wind really got the better of me. It was quite a cold session, but I'm a pirate, so I can deal with it. You get wet and cold all the time, and generally you only have one pair of pants, so sometimes you go without. Especially with a peg leg, actually. They don't usually design pants fit for peg legs. Anyway, bend over. Keep bending over, getting that other leg strong. Drag it around, kick it up, all kinds of fun stuff. We're going to get to some real action in a second. Alright, so we're getting to the point where we are approaching an enemy ship, and we're going to need to, before we get close, we're going to see if we can attack them with a cannon. So load up the cannon and then fire it off. We usually have lots of cannonballs that are smelted down from people's teeth and treasure chests and whatnot, so we can fire plenty of times without feeling like it's a waste. So you got to get good at the motion of loading up the cannon, firing off. Launch that ball. It's pretty inaccurate. We miss like about 90% of the time, but it's good. Keep firing off. This is one of those ones that you can just keep doing and sing a little tune in your head while you do it. Launch the cannon, fire it off, and fire. Fire. Okay, so most of those cannonballs do nothing. So we get closer anyway, and then we gotta board the other ship. It's a good idea to stay low, because they'll be trying to fire back at you. Practice the crouch, and then jump onto the ship. Let's practice that a bunch more times. Like the cannonballs, the jumping usually misses as well, especially when it's windy and rocky. So lots of jumping and crouching. Crouch down on both sides, jump across. And you can practice pulling out your sword as you're jumping, catch them by surprise, and maybe slice off an ear, hopefully. Something like that. You can also shout as you jump with something like "Yar" is a pretty good one. You don't expect that. So crouch down and "Yar." There we go. With the sword, you see that sword there? Flipping, doing the double flip, double crouch and jump is a good one. All right, so we're on the ship now. We're boarded. Now we're gonna actually fight. So usually I like to start off nice and graceful. That confuses them. And then slice in all kind of directions from the, yeah, there we go, the switch, remembering the the crouch we did earlier. Exposing a lot of leg there. That's like a little bit of a teaser there. They get distracted, then you slice them up. Works pretty well. It's worked so far, at least. Oh yeah, good opportunity to block as well if they try to fight back. Flipping around. Swords in both hands is usually good. Oh yeah, looking good. Oh, looks like they might have tried to get me there, but I repelled it pretty well. Alright. Good stuff. Pull up those boots as always. They'll probably hopefully let you do that before you stop fighting again. Slicing up. Oh, the spin! What a move! Yeah, you can see if you can do that. Probably you'll fail, but it's worth a try. Alright, so we've been fighting a lot, and usually I win. Actually, I always win. But a lesser pirate like you probably will be outnumbered and won't know what to do it sometimes. So we're gonna practice the man overboard. So you're fighting, think you're losing, you pretend to jump off. They think they beat you, but they haven't. You jump back up and you keep fighting, but then you keep tricking them because they're probably pretty dumb. So you fight. Whoa, things not going well. Jump overboard. Oh, they won. No, they didn't. Oh, you're back. This one uses a lot of core strength. One of the pirate's best muscles is his core. Good for jumping overboard and doing planks and such. So slice them up. Doing great. Flip shit up. Overboard. Ha, he'll never see what's coming. Back up. Slice. It's getting pretty fierce. Alright, this has been a great session. So, probably at least once in your career, you're gonna have to do what every pirate dreads, walking the plank. So, there's a way to do it gracefully, and then there's the way that I do it, which is, you'll see in a second if I stop talking and actually start doing it. Let's go. Okay, so we're walking the plank, pretend to balance a little bit, turn around, beg for some mercy, and then start fighting again. Yar. Okay, let's just practice that from the other side. You never know which side the plank's gonna be on. Walking around, balance, begging. Not really begging, fighting. We always be fighting. Alright, let's just do it once more in case you missed it. From the other side. Balance in. Fake back in. Oh, the underside cut. Beautifully executed. Wow, I'm a good pirate. Alright, now for my favorite part. So, we successfully fought off all the other pirates. It's just us on an island. And, this is what we've all been waiting for. We gotta pull out the treasure map. And let's see, it's usually pretty cryptically written. Takes a lot of small, fine movements, so let's shuffle around following the dotted line. Some reason you got a twist as well. I don't know why they always put that on the maps. Alright, yeah, shuffle around. The island's very tiny usually, so not much wiggle room. Boots help as well. Find the trail, shuffling around. Luckily I got glasses because this map is very small. Sometimes the treasure is buried up high, usually not. Never be sure though, you gotta check. Alright, looks like we found a treasure. Now we gotta do what every pirate dreams of, digging it up. Digging that shovel, push it in. Get overhead, toss the sand up. Dig it. Oh, this is looking like it's gonna be a big chest, big hole. Dig it in, flip it up, flip it. That looked like it went straight back in the hole, so be mindful of that, especially when it's windy. It can go all in your face. Usually the treasure is about, I don't know, just below the surface. Pirates are lazy and sand and stuff, but let's see what we got. Oh, okay, digging a bit more. Digging, this one's quite deep actually. Alright. What do we got? Keep digging. Dig. How much digging we gotta do? Pirate's life is not all glamorous. I know it looks like it, but let's see. Alright. We hit something solid there. Let's dig it up. Ho ho ho! We're getting to the spongy end of the workout. We've got the treasure. Now we gotta sneakily return to the ship and not let anybody know that we got the goods. Let's start with a nice gentle rowboat. Back to the boat. Look casual, keep your cool. Maybe look a little bit sad even, like you lost your peg leg. Because you don't want anyone to guess what you found on the island. Keep that treasure bulge hidden. Let's do some nice long, slow reaches. Row, row. Now it goes. Keep that row going. A couple more seconds. Stretch it out. Done a lot of digging, so this will be a nice little cool down for you. Alrighty, you're probably gonna be spotted there for a little bit, but you just gotta keep on going. Keep that stretching, rowing going. Alright, we're pulling up. We're getting pulled aboard. Yar, okay, so now we gotta start coordinate chart and direction back home, back to the nearest port. So let's jump on the wheel and steer it. Oh yeah, steer it one way, steer it the other way, steer it back all the way the other direction. Might do a U-turn. Okay, actually, course correct. Anyway, do a lot of steering in all kinds of directions to show you're still the captain of the ship. And get those shoulders stretched out as well after all the digging and all the looting and all the fighting. Yeah, just check that the rudder's working in all kinds of directions. Keep your crew guessing as well. You don't want them to be thinking too much about what you're doing on that island and why you're now wearing a golden crown. So keep turning. Now, you're gonna want to assign someone to do this, but it's good to know what you're asking of them. Gotta look out for the land. So let's scouting to the right, scouting over to the left, more to the left and the right. It's pretty hard to see the land when it's stormy and raining and windy. So look in all kinds of directions, but mostly forward, because that's the way we're going. Look up too, in case there's some seagulls or debris or cannonballs you might want to avoid. Most of all, just get a good stretch in after a hard months at sea. Gonna be hopeful. You're gonna be popular when you announce that there's a land or a port nearby. So just keep on looking very intently. Be glad your boots are up. And looks like we found some land there, so we want to pull in and drop the anchor so that we don't move. We don't want to get too close, you know. We got to be sneaky in the way we approach. So let's lower the anchor. It's pretty heavy, so be careful, but stretch it out there. Oh yeah, lower it down. Lower that whole thing down. Nice. This is a pretty rewarding moment. We're safe. We got the treasure. We done some fighting, some looting. We're a winning crew. So if you made it this far, you should be proud of yourself. You're probably good enough to scrub the decks at the very least on the next voyage. So keep lowering down that anchor. It's probably a pretty deep port. Yar. Check the booties, as always. And the last thing you can do before any adventure is concluded is, of course, like every good bilge rat knows, you gotta scrub the decks. So scrub over to the left, scrub over to the right. Get rid of all that ale and piss and blood and doubloons. You can keep those if you find them, but otherwise just keep on scrubbing. Scrub all the way, all parts of the deck. You want those other pirates to be jealous of how scrubbing clean your ship is. That's how you know you done a good job on the seas. That's how you get other recruits to come on. They always look for the cleanliness of the decks, because they know they'll be working hard, and if they're working hard, then they've probably been fed well, and to be fed well, probably found some treasure. So scrub all the way. You can even do two-handed scrubs like that. That's a good move. Alright. Well done, mateys. You made it all the way to the end. Probably most people dropped off about halfway or earlier. So if you made it here, I'm very proud of you. You're a true pirate. And feel free to come back again and watch some more.